Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So just a little reminder, switch those notifications on, and you will see in the chat I will drop the hints with a quick screenshot of what I see on the charts, and you can basically trade with me on those hints. I'll give you the stop losses, take profit areas, as well as the entries. At the moment, what we're looking at on the DAX is pretty much big up, big down. It was a fairly strong move up and didn't really bounce off structure, so I would have expected it to go a little bit higher, and that was the bit of structure that we had. But nevertheless, it did pick up this area here. You can see it's bang on, so that's why I say you must always have your three areas of potential resistance or support in on your chart, so you can just watch all three and see what happens. At the moment, still a 61.8 Fibonacci pullback. The bar that we have right now is kind of engulfing to the downside, but I'm not going to pay too much attention to that. Just going to pay attention to what happens at the market open. That's going to be the safest bet. We don't really have anything that is indicating anything right now, so I'd want to see us get above this zone before looking for a move to the upside, and right now we are pretty much still in a channel. So what we saw yesterday was potentially a flag. I think it has turned into a channel at the moment, so that's why that zone is so important. We need to break above it. If we start looking at the 3 hour, you'll see a crossover of the oscillators, a crossover of the moving averages here. So everything is pointing to continuation to the downside. We do have a little bit of structure here, and again, there are two areas to pay attention to, and they are very clear. You can see there you have 3 touches there, and here you've had 3 touches as well. So that's the other zone. So pretty much the same scenario that we spoke about yesterday. That's the upper end of the zone, bottom end of the area. So we need to break that structure one way or another to actually get going. Do we think it's going to happen today? I don't really know, unless there's some more noise coming through. But this is typical of a flip of the trend. So you had this pretty strong uptrend, then you're going into channel. We're at a 61.8 Fibonacci, but look at that. So you've got a crossover of all the moving averages. So I would argue that you should be looking to stay short in this channel. First targeting this zone again. We did hit it yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So actually fairly good London breakout strategy. It's also a DAX opening strategy where they look at the first hour of the DAX market itself, or that first pre-hour of the market, and you treat that as your range. But if you extend that to the futures, which opens at 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock, it is exactly the same thing. So yeah, I think you see how we just got onto this zone, and why you always got to readjust your zones. See, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. So it's going to pick up one of them, and it kind of just turned in the middle of them. You can see that. Just missed that first one there. Anyway, this is, for me anyway, you're looking to continue short, but stay in the lower time frames. Don't even try and do something different here. We had that strong move up, and would have had a fairly strong move up, flag, second move up, lots of gaps up, which is indicating that you need to be paying attention to it. And there was your entry. Pretty damn straightforward, if you ask me. So there, I missed this one, wasn't paying attention, I was running around. So and that was quite late as well, which I don't always like trading the DAX before the US market, because it's never true. It's basically just going to follow what the US market is, and so it's easier for me to just read the price action off the US market. So at the moment, we are still looking to be short. We're looking to be short off structure. I'm going to leave that zone in because it is important, but you're going to have to try and find some sort of structure here, and that is the closest I can see. So 12,285, and then also somewhere in this zone on this trend line at 12,309, so probably 12,300. 12,300 would be a fairly good entry. you're looking at something like that. You're looking at a 50-point stop loss. I mean, for a 50-point stop loss, you can put on a sizable trade, and then you're looking for a move down into this zone again. So 50-point risk for 130 points, possibly 170 points, or somewhere in between. So I'd actually just aim for 150 points gain. That's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. There is a gap here as well, so I don't expect this to just keep running down during this pre-market session, but I would expect us to bounce back up into this zone here, possibly complete this flat top triangle that was in play. So you can see we're just trending down, and then we just keep going like this and then down. So pay attention to this area. Anything from 12,305 down to 12,284. If you see bearish price action in that zone, we're looking for a move down to come and test this area here. So that's kind of my view at the moment. We are definitely in a channel. We've got some confirmations of potential trend reversal, but it's short-term trends. I mean, this was a 2-day uptrend. Just got the breakthrough. We're looking for the confirmation. The confirmation should have been the support here on the 155. We didn't get that. Now we've got a rejection of the 155. So I'd argue that we're basically looking for a move down at this stage. And pay attention to these zones down here. Let's just get this off the 3 hours so we can just get it properly. Yeah, okay, so we're right, that's the one. And then your other one is going to be down there. And one more that we need to pay attention to, which is there. So nice and messy, but if we break this zone, so in other words, if we don't get back into this area, we just run down, break, come back and retest, there's another entry right here for a short, and you're looking to target 11974. So I'd first target 1200 in actual fact, then 1200 goes, then it's 11974, then it's 11910, and then we get back down to 11850. So that would be the target area. And again, if we break the zone to the upside here, as I said earlier, at 12400, you're looking for this flag to be validated, and then you're looking for a bigger move to the upside. Okay, we are waiting for noise. Unfortunately, that's the way it's going to be. So let's see what happens. There is going to be one or two scalps, I think, one way or the other. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Cheers for now.